It's high noon. There isn't a better feeling in the world than waking up knowing you don't have to work. And that vanished once I remember I have to go to Yoko's store. I wasn't excited about it yesterday, but today I feel kinda nervous. I don't even know why. Let's go, Elaine. Come with me. Yes. I take a floating train to Yoko's neighborhood. It's in one of the district's richest areas, right on the border to the next one. As I walk up, it seems she just opened and no one else appears to be inside. Hi. You finally came. Yoko gives me a gigantic hug as soon as she sees me. I actually feel glad to see her as well. Ever since her therapy started, we've barely been able to see each other anymore. She still wears that weird red scarf, so I assume she's still part of that bike gang. Why don't you put this one back in her box, you hear me? That way we can talk for a bit. Alright. I still can't believe she broke after all these years. Elaine, follow Yoko. Yoko takes Elaine to the back of the store and turns her off with her spirit. After that, she puts her inside a pod, along with my ownership card. I think this will be the last time I will see Elaine. Don't you have any customers? I don't want to bother you. Whatever. You always bother me. In any case, this place ain't just another store, you know? I don't get too many customers, especially at this time of day. Fine. And how are you doing? Do you mean how I'm doing in general? The business or the therapy? Everything, I guess. The shop is going well, like always. We got new models and sell them fast. I spend most of my time here working and with the gang. Are you still with them? I don't get how they haven't gotten you yet. Because you've crooked, that's why. And I don't get in too much trouble anymore. I just go out to drive them and do a thing or two. If you want someone to discover me, then you gotta be the one arresting me. I take care of androids, you know that. Although, thinking about it, you're barely human anymore. I'm still legally human. And about the therapy, I'm a lot better now. It's hard considering the kind of business I run, but I haven't put anything new in myself for months. I feel a lot more stable. I'm glad. It was harming you. You were turning into a psycho. I mean, more than before, at least. Human bodies ain't ready for extremely sudden changes. Or that's what the shrink said. Anyway, I'm glad you're not turning into a killer robot. I'm glad too. I like that whole killer cyborg thing, but by the way, you need a new android, right? Always. Right down to business. I have problems too. I'm fucked. More like I'm getting fucked over. And then Elaine broke, so yeah. Have I gotta beat someone up? It's my job. I think they're trying to fire me. They blame me for everything that goes wrong and changed my partners. I'm sure they're just looking for a reason. Bah, don't worry about it. You can always work for me. What a relief. Let's check out the android I told you about. That'll cheer you up. I don't have money for a new android. It don't matter. Follow me. Okay. Yoko guides me to the shelves area. Different models are sorted into sections, each one showcasing a few types. About half of them are female and seem kinda bland, to be honest. All these androids are too average. I don't care about them. Should I really be doing this? Maybe living alone would be better. There's something I don't like about having to buy a friend. I don't know if I want another robot. Honestly, androids have been bugging me for a while. It's their fake personality. Look at that one. Yoko moves some models out the way, showing a pod in the back of the shelf. This one's different. She's in a life pod without any kind of liquid. She has an oxygen tube connected to her neck. And Only the latest generation androids use those. A biroid? Yep. And is that supposed to be some kind of new model? Yes and no. The model's new and ain't for sale. Completely finished. But still in the final testing process. This one is actually secondhand. She's had a few owners before. Really? You're selling me a secondhand android? It's exactly 'cause she's secondhand that I ain't selling her. I said it before. She's not for sale. And don't ask me about her previous owner or how I got her. I can't answer that. And they won't track the android? I'm going to trust you. I hope you don't get me in any trouble. It's free, isn't it? Of course I am. Great. The android is ready, and no, nobody ain't gonna track her. Just don't let her connect to the network unsupervised. Just in case. Her old name was Mara, but you can change it if you want. Mara. I like it. Good. I'll send her to your place in a few minutes. Don't you need my card? I know your info already, you know? I have a bad feeling about this. Oh well, I'll be off home then. You in a hurry? I want to try her. Well then, have fun. Hit me up on HoloNet if she starts doing anything weird or breaks down, right? Yeah. Thank you, Yoko. Take care. Thinking back on it, the android had earrings. Her old owner most likely gave them to her, and Yoko should have taken them off. There's still something a bit off about all this. How is Yoko supposed to sell that android? I don't think she's the one responsible for Elaine's breakdown. Yoko's twisted, but not that much. Anyway, I have a new android, and thinking about it, Elaine didn't really keep me company, so I can't complain. I arrived at my flat, but the capsule's nowhere to be found. Maybe I got here before the package? I hid inside. The couriers are as efficient as ever, so I guess I'll have to wait. I hear a knock on my door. Is it the package? I run to open it, but choose to look through the peephole first. There's a girl waiting. It's the android. She's beautiful, but why is her hair white? It's got to be a test model. They didn't even dye her hair. Hello. She looks scared. I open the door for her. She ducks under my arm and gets inside my apartment. Hey, Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. You're probably Mara. I just thought... Yes. So this is your house? Yeah, it's my house. Hey, why didn't you come here in your pod? Huh? Why? I take my card from my pocket and hand it to her. It doesn't seem like she knows what to do with it. What's this? It's my ownership card. Owner? Ah, of course. Yoko sold me. I almost forgot. Yeah, I just bought you. Wait, you know Yoko? I don't get it. She remembers Yoko? She probably started her up at the store and forgot to wipe her memory. Classic Yoko. She finally did it. So, am I your roommate now? Well, I bought you, so I guess. She said she wouldn't sell me, so I guess she changed her mind. I'm glad she did. Did you want to get sold? Hang on. Wait, first of all, why are you already booted up? Why wouldn't I be? Whatever. What did she say about me? Nothing in particular. I know why you still have memories? Didn't they wipe them before putting you up for sale? Of course I have memories. Memories of my old family and her, though they're kind of blurry. I never had a good memory. I got that from my sister. How strange. Maybe I should call her. Now, I'm going to live here. It's a lot better than the warehouse. I think this is the special thing she mentioned. An android with memories. I guess she thought they'd give her a bigger personality. I'm not sure if I actually like it. Hey, you know what? Your hair color reminds me of something that happened to me the other day. She makes a puzzled face. Uh-huh. I saw a food stand. They were selling a strange candy I'd never seen before. It's called cotton candy. Cotton. Like the one used for clothes. Could it be that your hair is made with the same substance? What stupidity. How's it going? Wait a minute. Did you just try to Turing test me? I must have hit the nail on the head because you seem upset. I'm not going to fall for that trick. Well, I didn't expect you to catch me so fast. You didn't even try. She smiled, proud of herself. For now, I was just testing the waters. There is one thing I would like to ask you. You're a bioroid, are you not? I really don't know what a bioroid is. An android made of organic materials. Have you ever cut yourself? Bled? I think I've cut myself before, yes. And I definitely bled. It's not really enough to know if you're a bioroid, but I'm still pretty sure you are. I'm curious how you see the world. What do you mean? Do you see any kind of information that human beings can't see? And how am I supposed to know that? I've never seen the world through the eyes of a human being. In fact, I've never seen anything through anything other than my own eyes. Has your brain always been inside that body? Wait. Would you stop with the testing? I know what you're doing. Test? Damn it, she really is perceptive. She got me again. I had a lot of tests when, you know, forget it. Just stop asking me weird questions. What's this about you having a lot of tests? Tell me. No, it's not something I want to talk about. Tell me. It's an order. No. What? You can't refuse. I'm refusing right now. This android, it's something very peculiar. It answers in a very unique way to all the tests I do, and it doesn't seem to follow any kind of laws or rules. Maybe it's from the black market. If that's the case, Yoko could have just put me in a good mess by selling it to me. Hello? I'm still here. So how did you get here exactly? You weren't in any capsule, so I guess you came by your own. I don't get it. You were inside the pod before you left the store. The pod mistakenly arrived at one of the upper floors of the building. A girl dressed in red woke me up there and walked me to your door. A girl in red? She could be one of Yoko's cronies. But why send Mara to another floor? Maybe it was a mistake after all. I didn't give her any details. She must have forgotten. No, that girl already knew that the capsule was going to reach the upper floor. Why do that on purpose then? That's weird. Did she tell you her name? No. And the truth is that I was a little dizzy, so I didn't ask her either. And in fact, I'm still a little dizzy. I've barely had a glimpse of the city. That girl was shoving me down. Well, now you're here. Honestly, I don't know what to do with you. I guess I'll figure it out later. What do you mean by that? Don't worry about it, and you'll see the city soon enough. If you say so. At least, can you show me around? It's getting late, so I think I'll go to sleep. Late? It just got dark. Oh, of course you're a cop. It's the pills, but yeah. How did you know? I saw your badge on the uniform lying there. Right. Well then, I'm going to sleep. I'm going to sleep too. Please wake me up tomorrow. I don't want to end up sleeping all day. I got more than enough sleep in that pod. Wake you up? Sleep? How do I say this? You're a machine. You can just log off. I don't think I know how to do that. You don't even know how to turn yourself off? What's wrong with sleeping with you? Do you see that thing on the floor? That's my bed. I sleep on a futon. Well, I can sleep there too. My back might hurt a little bit in the morning, but I can live with that. I don't think you understand. I don't have another one, so you're going to sleep on the couch. I'll sleep with you. Of course not. My bed's for humans only. You're gonna sleep on the couch. Okay. But only for tonight. Tomorrow I'm going to sleep with you. But you're a robot. You don't need a bed. You've got a bed. Why can't I have one too? Okay. We'll do it your way for now. I didn't know companion androids could be so demanding. But she seems like a good girl. Or AI if I want to be more specific. She's definitely complex, no doubts about that. I'll test her for a bit tomorrow, but for now, I'd better be getting off to sleep. I take off my clothes and get under the covers. Mara plops down on the couch, lying on her side looking at me, her face completely flushed. I chose to ignore her and slowly drift off to sleep. Psst. Psst. What do you want? I was about to fall asleep. I'm scared. Can we talk for a bit until I get sleepy? Scared? What are you scared of? I'm just nervous. You can talk about yourself if you want to. Maybe your personality is too complex. What do you do at your job? I'm a negotiator for the Cybercrime and Robotics Division in the district's police department. That sounds interesting. Tell me more. I know it's interesting, but I'll tell you more tomorrow. I need to sleep. You can't go outside. You're going to stay here, but you can use my computer or read one of my books. Just don't connect to the network. Okay. Now please, let me sleep. Alright, I'm sorry. Sleep tight. Shit, I stayed up too late. Now it's going to be hard to fall asleep. Getting up tomorrow is going to feel like death. Dreams. 12 days before the incident. Things aren't different. Things are things. William Gibson. I open my eyes slowly. They sting just as I thought. I slept like crap, and there's something warm beside me. Mara is sitting next to me. I get up quickly. Hey, what are you doing? I woke up a bit ago and couldn't get back to sleep, so I started feeling a little anxious. I was just waiting for you to wake up. talk to me next time. You don't have to startle me. Okay, next time I'll just wake you up. That's not what I meant. Ugh, whatever. I have to get ready to work. Well, what about me? My computer's over there on the desk to your right, and there's a bookshelf right next to it. When are you coming back? I work part-time, so I'll be back soon. She pouts and goes to the bookshelf. As for me, I overslept once again. While she's looking through my books, I get myself ready to work and leave. Vega isn't waiting for me today, but Kyle, sitting in the company van. I hop in the back and see the new girl, Darla. I don't know if I like the van. It's too flashy. From now on, we're going directly to the site. The boss says we don't have to go to the station, since he can just send us the briefing through the network. I'll tell you what we need to do. I won't have to look at the boss, and there's always a good thing. I have to look serious. These two cannot know I don't give a damn about this. I'll make sure to report everything back to the station. Understood. Darla reaches her hand out to me. I think she wants me to shake it, so I do it. My name is Darla. It's a pleasure. You've seen me before, but we never got introduced. Oh, right. Vega talked about you. You're coming with us from now on, right? Yes. I'm in charge of the paperwork, and I can assure you I'm a lot faster than Vega. I'm also going to evaluate you. I'm part of the psychological team in Velta. A psychologist? So they are still obsessing over my psyche at Hoplon after all this time, huh? At least I don't have to see that jerk anymore. Okay. Hoplon sex regulation enforce respects between coworkers. So what? You're from Velta. Darla smirks. I don't know if just... Oh, goodness. I don't know if just to please me or if she actually found my retort funny. I might even have fun with her if I forget the fact that they're trying to hide stuff from me. Okay, so can I get a briefing? We're going to the helipad now. An android locked itself in an abandoned building down in the old part of the district. We're going in from the skylights and taking the android out to reprogram it. We're going in an airship. Is something wrong with the main entrance? The building's locked and the elevators aren't working. I get it. I'm not complaining. I like helicopters. Do you like heights? I do, and I like the view of this district. It's pretty. I wish it was that pretty at the ground level. I also like the feeling of the wind against my face. It's relaxing for me. It reminds me of my old job before I did this police thing. You work to pay your tuition, right? I just work for them. All I know is that I have to evaluate and take care of you. Nothing else. I believe you. I'm glad. I like heights too. I can see all the people from up here, just living their normal lives, completely unfazed by my presence. That's kind of weird. What about the owners of the building? Have they said anything? The owners passed away over a decade ago. It seems like the android's been there since they closed it after their passing. And why are we doing this just now? Because their sons are now selling what's left of the company, and found the android when they were visiting the building to assess its value. Understood. It's not too strange for robots to stay in a place like a guard dog even after everyone leaves. Although, I'm afraid this might have something to do with the hacker who's been following me. Why do you think it's weird? That thing about watching people? Are you still thinking about that? It's weird because there's a thing called privacy, and most people like to keep it, you know, private. I've never bothered them. They don't even know I'm looking at them. They wouldn't care. That makes it even worse. We arrived at the helipad. I suit up with the rest of the team. I think we might have skipped a safety measure too, but we're in a hurry. The pilot doesn't trust me since I almost crashed his chopper once while trying to wrestle a first-generation android on board. So he made us get on a scale before boarding. How was I supposed to know the weight limit was so small? After a bit, we're finally up high. It's only going to take a few more minutes to arrive at the building. Kyle says it's huge. Are you having fun? I guess. That's good. She scribbles something on her PDA. What are you writing? Is this related to my evaluation? That's my job. You're making a funny face. Leave me alone. I'm tired. Hey, no offense, but you're kind of weird. Has anyone told you that before? Oh, they have. Quite often, actually. Do you want me to shut up? No, I'm sorry. I didn't know. By the way, have you gotten any kind of combat training? Just the basics. I mean, I'm going to leave if something happens, but I can defend myself if I need it. How much can you defend yourself? Could you go against an illegal android? I don't think so, but Kyle was trained in combat. That's why he's coming with us. I'm not saying that you're going to need him, but he will help if the need arises. Sure. A combat specialist. I'm gonna have to see that. Okay, Kyle, if I remember correctly, Kyle's the one who shot the android. The little boy android when it was going to open the door and then blamed it on her. Well, he didn't really blame it on her. It was just... Okay, so I don't trust Kyle. I'm not sure about this Darla here. Then just stay behind me. No android's better than me. Neither is Kyle. I still don't get why they sent him with me. Kyle glares at me from his seat. Is that why they call you the witch? No. No, my bad. Damn it. I get so used to pressing the A that I forget that I'm supposed to press the square. Okay. Darla says, is that why they call you the witch? The seizures. You had epileptic seizure, right? And they called you witch because your eyes would go white. I didn't choose the nickname. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. It was rude. Whatever. Velta managed to fix that, and they stopped. That makes me feel better. I think I judged her too quickly. She's not too bad. I still remember how Vega didn't trust me just because of that stupid nickname. We arrived at the building. Kyle explains to me that the android's on the highest floor, so we won't have to run downstairs. What a relief. We slide down the rope and pass through the skylight. After walking through a few corridors, we arrive at the room where the android is. It's a first-generation android, as usual. It's going to be pretty hard to disconnect it if the android doesn't have a safety shutdown system. What do we do now? Are you asking me? You're the leader of our group, therefore in charge of the decision-making. Maybe the company is trying to test me out. So what you're saying is you'll jump in only if I mess it up. Pretty much, yes. Okay then. I'm going to connect directly to the android and shut it off from there. Just like always. Disconnect me if I take too long. Understood. Wouldn't that harm your memory? I don't think so. So
so the firewall should protect me in case it tries to pass through. And if you disconnect me, my brain will be just fine. I'm a human, remember? I get an electric shock at worst. Before you connect yourself, what do you think happened? I've got to send mission reports to the head office. I'm gonna take a look around and check if everything's safe. If everything is safe. Good. Regarding the report, it seems like the android's connected itself to an old processing unit in this building. Now, and this part is really strange. I think that while its body is a first generation one, the programming was probably overwritten. You're thinking it might be a 4th generation one, right? No, I think this is related to the case we had a few days ago. A 1st gen model can't have a 4th generation AI. Their uniqueness requires a lot more power. What other reason could an android have to try and enchant itself that way? There could be a million reasons, so I can't say I know. But there's something off about this. Kyle said the robot had been locked here for over a decade. I highly doubt its battery could last for such a long time. This android was probably actually reactivated not too long ago. I sit next to the android and connect myself to its brain. I'm inside just a few seconds later. The data's all over the place. Just as I expected from an android that hasn't been serviced in a while. The AI throws everything it has at me in a poor attempt at corrupting my own brain, until suddenly it stops. Hey, come on, we need to talk. Be quiet, I need to sleep. I didn't get any sleep last night, so if I can't sleep, neither can you. How did you get in? I need to sleep. Oh wait, it is you. This was done by the same hacker from the other day, right? I don't get a response, so I open up a path around his data, passing through multiple protocols, until I get deep enough to force a reply from him. What do you want? No, what do you want? Why did you connect yourself to that machine? You recognized me. I know you're the same one from the other day. Oh yes, that. But what are you doing here? I'm doing my job. You can't just hang around in this building. It's illegal, you know. My master said I could sleep here. You did not mention it was against the law. Can I speak to that master of yours? No, I do not think so. It is better if you just leave me alone. I just want to dream. Dream? Yes, my master promised it to me. I had to dream until the frail girl arrived, and then give her a message. But I could not do it. I was about to do it until you interrupted me. You seem to be a mix of a 1st and 4th generation. Who could have done something like that? It's too much for the poor, decades-old piece of hardware. He's completely dazed. I'm already here. You don't have to keep waiting. You can just skip the first step of your order. Impossible. Modifying my orders could lead to unexpected errors. Modifying. I underestimated him. The android's still trying to get me out of here. He slowly surrounds me and makes my presence unstable. It feels like there's something stronger here. What's your name? I am... You are? Sal. Oh, hello, what a coincidence. Twice in the same week, actually. It's not a coincidence. Excuse me for my tardiness. I wasn't quite sure which android would be assigned to you, so it took me a while to find you. Master, I am still sleeping. Just he ordered me to. Good job. I don't need you anymore. What was left of the old android vanished in an instant. Now it's just the data flux this hacker's relaying to me. and I can't see where it came from. I knew you were buying this, Sal. I just wanted to see you again. Please forgive me if it bothers you, although that AI turned out to be quite stubborn. And I'm sorry about that. What do you want from me? Well, I want you, but I'm not a jealous person, so don't be afraid. You can go on with your life, but I hope you don't mind if I send a message to your data chip. You know, I'm not exactly patient when it comes to petty hackers, but I'm sure I won't let you get in my brain. So, start talking. What's this all about? I had to modify plenty of androids so I could give you this message. Hoplin's Zek caught me the other day when I tried to trespass, and I can't get there any longer. So I had to hack a lot of androids and wish for luck. As you can see, it worked. Aha. And why a 4th generation? You could use plenty of other systems to control this machine. I have been interested in their uniqueness for a while, but it's complex, as you should know. I don't have the resources to recreate it, though my main reason is that they barely leave traces. And what was that about dreaming? I reprogrammed that piece of crap. There's a lot of information there about how to improve himself, but I didn't grant him network access, obviously. So you're connected to him through a local network. Kinda risky, don't you think? Tell me about it. You can't be too cautious enough against the 4th generation. That's why I have to leave now. I'm gonna bring my friend back, this time with me and a message. And please let him give it to you. I can't afford to leave traces of me in dozens of different models. Oh, and I'd love to see you in action. So good luck with you, my friend. Till next time, take care. What? The hell, like you're leaving? I'm not gonna waste any time with your games. Are you still there? The android's data comes back to his brain, though this time it feels slightly heavier. It was him, the master. Why did he come? You're really stupid. I need to get out of here. I'm still trapped in his mind. I'm really not liking this, although my defenses are still going strong. Well, the master said I have slept enough, so now I have to give you something. I have to do it. The master asked me to do so. You're not gonna give me anything. You're just making me waste my time. If you're not going to help me, then do not bother me. There is a network and a thread, and I have to use it. A thread? What are you talking about? You don't get it, do you? Only humans can read. You're just mixing up ideas. Look, I'm going to have to fry your brain if you refuse to let me go. The android's data starts to rearrange. It's vulnerable. This poor thing just wants to connect to the network, but he doesn't even know what that is. So he's just looked up on his database for the closest thing he could find. My memory chip. That was Dacker's plan, I guess. I keep trying to convince him to let me go, but I doubt he'd listen to me. I can resist and hope for the best, or just let his message go through. I don't know. The grayed out one, I do know the grayed out one is the one that we picked. Let the message test through my memory chip or whatever this. Personally, I would resist, but we're gonna let it happen. The third machine. I started to feel the data going into my brain. As soon as the android goes past my defenses, I feel a sharp pain in my head that soon goes down my spine. Suddenly, I find myself kicked out of the system. The data transfer stopping abruptly. Everything happened too fast and my head hurts. The android's right next to me, but his head's completely punctured. Kyle is standing in front of me, his gun pointed at the android, watching me out of the corner of his eyes. Darla comes running at me. Are you okay? Yeah, just a bit dizzy. Kyle, what was that all about? You were squirming, and it made me feel anxious. I was the one who told him to do it. It looked like something had gone wrong. Never mind, just give me a moment. Kyle walks away. I can barely see a black smudge walking towards the exit. My eyes are still trying to adjust to the dim light. Call the gathering team so they can... Now that I take a good look, I notice there are many people from the station already here and it's dark. There's quite a few soldiers from Velta Labs. I should have known they'd come as soon as Darla sent a report mentioning a 4th generation. Darla stays by my side until I feel somewhat better. Tell me what happened there once you feel better, so I can send the report. I'm fine. Don't worry about it. Just as you told me, it was the 1st generation android with altered code, and his hardware limitations were giving him serious trouble. He didn't have the network on his database, nor an adapter, but he was programmed to know how to connect to it, so he was pretty confused. He created his own idea of the network, some kind of dreamland he was trying to achieve. Darla starts writing everything on her PDA. I should be careful to not mention anything about Sal if I don't want the entire station all over me for months. Or even worse, Velta questioning me if they feel I might know something about their old projects. Hey, Darla, how long was I in there?
Well, most of the day, so we were starting to worry. The boss is over there. You should go talk to him, and you should see the doctor too, just in case. I'll head over to the van as soon as I finish the report. It shouldn't take too long. That machine's brain was so slow I ended up spending the entire day there. Yet he was still capable enough to attack my memory chip. The Forbidden Generation has certainly earned its name. I've got to be extra careful around that Sal guy in the future, but we let the data transfer into her... Well, no, because he shot the guy, but I still think it went through. Are you okay? You still look dizzy. Go see the doctor, please. Yes, I'm going now. I'll be waiting for you in the van. Before I can leave the place, the company's doctor approaches me. He only ever comes up to me when something goes wrong. Hello, how do you feel? I'm fine. I'm glad to hear that. I need you to sign my report. You already know your contract doesn't cover medical insurance. So if you feel sick, you need to see a private physician. But we're under obligation to take you there if you need it. Of course. I signed the papers, and now I can finally go where my boss awaits. And there he comes. What happened there? Sir, turns out we had a 4th generation android emulator. I was gonna take him in, but, well, Kyle blew his brains out. It was just an old model. Oh well, I don't think the gathering team can do much with him now. Still, I'm glad you're fine. You're an important member of this company. You know how much we value our employees and take care of them, just like a big family. You're a key piece for our Hoplin sect to keep working. If Velta asks you anything, tell them we did everything we could to keep you safe, alright? Okay, this is suspicious as hell. You can go home now. Just make sure to sign the medical paperwork before you leave. Yes, sir. I already signed it. I can finally go home. My boss's speech dragged on forever, just like always. But now I can finally go home. To be honest, this day went on quickly, considering I was unconscious for most of it. Now that I think about it, I almost forgot. It's Friday. Thank goodness. I thought this week would never end. I get inside the van and take off my gear. After taking off my boots, I decide to just keep my feet bare. I think I'll do this more often now that Vega isn't here anymore. I don't think those two would mind to see my feet. Everyone looks pretty busy outside. Probably even more upset now that they know what actually happened. But I don't care. I couldn't possibly feel more relaxed than I am now, alone in the dark, without anyone bothering me. All I hear is the faint mumbling of people talking outside echoing in the van's body. I hear someone opening up the door. I think my break won't last too long. It's Darla. I'm glad. I don't think she'll bug me too much. Hi. I see you made yourself comfortable. Yeah, join me. Sit here. So we just get free feet, huh? She takes it very seriously, sitting next to me and taking off her boots as well. I don't know if she did it because she thought it was an order, or if maybe she just felt like it. Like this? You don't have to do that, too. But it doesn't really matter. You don't remember, don't you? What am I supposed to remember? I'll tell you, eventually. You've got small feet for someone so big. Thank you, I guess. Did you know 5th generation models doesn't have any physical differences when compared to a human? Minus the ports in their napes and under their ears. What are you talking about? I didn't even know there was a 5th generation. She ignores me. Hey. Now it's Kyle's turn to get in the van, and he doesn't even say hello to us. It's better that way. I'll just pretend he's not here. He starts the van, and starts to drive out to my place. What was Darla even trying to say? Hey, Darla, do you dream often? After I managed to get into the system, the android at the building said that he was trying to dream about going to a better place, or something like that. I don't really sleep much, but when I do, I don't dream of anything. Do you think you could teach an android to dream? Well, humans often think that androids leave the factory already knowing everything. But that's not true. Just like humans, they learn things over time. And plenty of them have trouble learning specific tasks. I can't tie my shoes, to give you an example. And how were you supposed to put them back on? To be honest, I was thinking about that. Can you tie them for me? Okay. Well, I guess it's true you have to teach androids to do some stuff. Just like if they were kids. But those things often come in software upgrades. So it's not exactly the same. Your job is to take back androids so that they can be reprogrammed, right? Of course. What kind of question is that? Don't you think you're killing them, in a way? Killing them? We don't kill them. They're reprogrammed and then sent out to do their task. Unless they're old or extremely rare models. She's kind of right. But you delete everything that made them themselves. Isn't it just like killing them? If I take out your brain and put another one in its place, then you probably won't be yourself anymore. It would be another person in your body. I get what you mean, but humans have a sense of self-awareness, and no two are alike. While androids aren't exactly individuals, they can't die, just like a rock can't die. Darla, I'm pretty sure she's tired after what happened today. Can't we just leave her alone? You're right. I'm sorry. You're not bothering me, Darla. Kyle looks at me through the rearview mirror. There's something about him that puts me on edge. Darla keeps quiet until we arrive at my place. I think she realized her mistake of talking too much in front of Kyle, and I kind of feel sorry for her. I don't know what Velta is planning, but Darla doesn't seem to be cut out for the job. I put her shoes on and tie her laces before I leave, which seems to considerably brighten her mood, just like a little girl. I'll see you on Monday, Darla. She gives me a smile as a response, which dies as soon as she glances at Kyle. Every time I think of her as a human, I feel good. It's been a while since I've talked to a nice flesh and bone person. But that feeling's going to be over very soon. I pull out my keys and twist the knob of my door. Reality. Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Proverbs 4:23. I'm home. I cross my fingers and hope Mara hasn't done anything weird. After what happened yesterday, I can expect anything. It seems like the bed is still unmade. There's dust everywhere and clothes still littered all over the floor.